G'day! Today I am going to answer some of your questions. There have been so many that I actually had to break this into 3 videos. So thank you for your engagement, thank you for asking so many wonderful questions. I'm going to try and keep this a lot more concise than the last Q&A that seemed to go on forever and ever. So let's dive right in. Question 1. What does hypnosis feel like? You know, I've thought about this and my answer to this is true, but it sucks. As I said in my last Q&A video, I would love it if hypnosis were a scientific process that I could neatly put into a box, label it, study it, fully understand it, but it's not, and I've had to get over that. Hypnosis feels different for different people, and it feels different at different times in different circumstances. So my experience of what hypnosis feels like, it feels like a deep state of calmness where everything else around you disappears. You feel almost numb and deeply focused, but you're awake. Now, this is really important because if you're sleeping, you're not in hypnosis. So repeat after me. Hypnosis doesn't feel like sleep. It's an intuition or a knowing where your mind is completely focused, you're not out of control, you're not unconscious. If you wanted to, you could get up and walk away, but you don't want to, and it would feel weird to do so. I have had a lengthy regression therapy, and I can tell you that although I felt almost sedated, that experience was not at all relaxing. It was emotional and exhausting, and I felt like I had run a mental marathon afterwards. I was utterly exhausted. If you've ever experienced being very distressed and maybe crying all night, that almost hungover feeling the next day is how I felt by the end of that hypnosis. Hypnosis can also be light and fun. Again, you're alert, you're focused, but for me, it's like the rest of the world disappears and the only thing that matters is the hypnotherapist. Alright, I think that's it. So question number 2, how do I know I was hypnotized? The short answer to this is, did the hypnosis achieve its goal? So that's the most important thing for me. Did you watch my I Can Make You Drink Water hypnosis and find that you drank water immediately afterwards and it had a lasting effect? Did you watch my best sleep hypnosis video and fall asleep? Did you watch hypnosis with positive affirmations and feel fantastic afterwards? So to me, that is the best indicator of whether or not you were hypnotized. Did the hypnosis work for you? There are other tests that I would do in person, but the main thing is always the outcome of the hypnosis. Did it work for you? Cool, so question number 3. I watched the Can Hypnosis Improve Your Sex Life video, but I still don't understand how hypnosis can improve your sex life. I realized my explanation wasn't clear enough with this. Basically, by understanding your sexual suggestibility and your partner's sexual suggestibility and really getting what that means, it helps with hypnosis for relationship counseling or hypnosis for issues related to relationships. So it's even helpful without hypnosis. For example, if you can see that you're a strong physical suggestible and understand that that means you need a lot of physical contact, but you know your partner is an emotional suggestible who doesn't enjoy a lot of physical closeness, it can help you feel less rejected because you don't have to take it personally anymore. It could also give the emotional suggestible some awareness that they need to be mindful that they have a partner that needs to feel closer to them. So it helps everyone understand each other more and find some common ground. That's just one example, but hopefully that clears things up a bit. Okay, last question for this video is, do you have a favourite induction to use or a favourite one you enjoy or prefer to be used on you? My favourite induction is the induction that works, and that's always going to be different for different people at different times. I've always had a lot of affection for Terence Watts's 7 ± 2 induction though, and for anyone that hasn't given that a go, I do have that as one of the subscriber exclusive videos on the secret playlist available for subscribers of AmazingSleepHypnosis.com. so check that out if you haven't had a go. But I can't say I have a favourite induction to be used on me. I would say for me, the hypnotherapist and how well crafted their technique is more important than the specific induction. And it can be nice to be surprised a little bit by a hypnotherapist that does something that I don't use on other people, because I'm maybe a bit too, I know what to expect. I don't think critical is the right word, but I just know too much about it. So for me, it would be really enjoyable if somebody did something that I haven't experienced before. On that note, I'm going to take a break and then I'm going to film part 2 of this Q&A. So I will see you in the next video.